Yo, what's up, PV fam? This is your boy, Johnny on the Trails, episode 2 with the Trampa Big Bye. Just wanted to touch bases with you guys. I've learned a lot since this is my first longboard experience. And one of the things that I want to say to guys that are in the 240-pound weight class, longboard riding for me as a beginner has been like totally totally a big learning curve. One of the things that I just haven't figured out yet is how to tighten my trucks up enough so that I can ride the Trampa Big Bye without wobbling all over the place. And here on this video, I had an opportunity for the first time to get confident enough to do a little swerving on the Big Bye and the Trampa Big Bye, and it was totally fun. And I noticed that while I was swerving and on the road there, that I'm kind of getting a feel of how I need to loosen up my hips and my knees so that my knees can work as a suspension, and I bounce over the rough terrain rather than standing still and allowing myself to absorb all the bumps. This has been a real learning curve for me as a guy that's in his mid-50s, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and it's definitely a workout. My muscle mass in my legs, my calves, and my quads, they have strengthened a great deal since I got this board, and I think I'm working on my third week now, and I'm learning to navigate the board pretty good. Here on this ride, I found a little small trail that was near my home, and I said, let me go out here and just do a nice little roundabout on this trail and get a feel of the board and in different terrains and how to loosen my body up a little bit so that you notice here that I'm constantly wobbling. Every time I try to increase the speed, I find myself wobbling because I'm not confident in having a balanced stance on my board. And sometimes I try to put all the weight to the front and then just balance my feet out so that the trucks will not, waver from one side to the other and create that wobble effect. But I'm just having a difficult time figuring that whole process out. But one thing I can say about this Trampa board is that this board excels when it's off-road. I mean, off-road, you have all of those little, you have all those little imperfections in your terrain that you have to navigate and move around. This board is perfect for that. And the power that it has is so intimidating. The Trampa Big Bye is a very intimidating board for a beginner. I don't know if this was my best choice for my very first board or not, but I do know that I thoroughly enjoy riding this board, and that the learning curve, it seems to be getting much better as I progress in learning to ride. Coming from riding an electric scooter where you're basically standing stationary and pretty much in the same position all the time, or you're changing your stance slightly whenever you're at high speeds, whatever. Big boards are totally different. These longboards are totally different when it comes to riding stance compared to an electric hyper scooter, and turning, because it seems like turning is something that I'll get better at as I go. But for now, as a beginner, it's like I have to literally slow all the way down to turn, but then I don't turn appropriately when I slow down because I'm not giving my wheels the momentum to get a nice turn. So I got to get confident in being able to turn at higher speeds, in other words. But on this trail that I rode here, I mean, everything was like coming to me naturally as I got a comfortable feel with my board, and I didn't allow myself to just to just stand there and be stationary. But the more I was able to work my hips a little more, and and let my lower body do a lot of the work, the more better the ride was. And there's so many things that I'm learning when it comes to riding this longboard that totally exceeds the experience that I had with riding hyper scooters. Now, don't get me wrong, hyper scooters are still my go-to. They're still my favorite. And you'll probably see me with a video of the Dualtron X or the Wolf Warrior soon. But for now, I'm just learning to get the best experience out of my longboard here, my Trampa Big Boi, and to see what level I can push it at when it comes to riding my trails. This is a very light trail. This is not, nothing difficult. As you can see, the terrain is just basic bumpy stuff and a few, dips here and there. But this is good, good learning ground for a beginner like myself. There's a lot of things that I know I'm not doing that I should be doing. And if you guys see some things that I can improve on when it comes to riding the Big Boi, just post it. Just hit me up in the comments so we can chat about it, because I'm always open to learning new things. But one of the things that I that I'm noticing about this Big Boi board is that this thing has so much power, and I might go into my vest gap and basically turn down the power until I get more confident and ride at speeds over 15 miles per hour, because that's probably about the highest I've been, about 15, 20 miles per hour. And at 20, I was terrified because I couldn't balance myself enough so that the barrels that I have on the Trampa Big Boi would not send me from side to side. In other words, I couldn't balance myself enough to go in a straight line and keep the board, straight. And when it comes to my riding style right now, I'm not comfortable at high speeds, and so I don't go high speeds. So I keep it within within the zone of what I can ride at. Anything beyond that, I feel like I'm asking for some road rash. And brother, I'm not trying to get no road rash, and I'm not trying to get no broken bones, because I'm an older guy, and I'm not trying to be sitting for years trying to heal from a minor accident. But I'm almost at the end of my ride here, guys, and it's been a blast. If this content is something that you can feel, hit me up, subscribe, and subscribe so you can get the notification of my next video. And this has been a short video of John on the Big Boi. Peace out. See you the next time around.